Alright, we're on Yoshi's Safari number 3. And this video is probably, well, yeah, this is going to be 8 and 9, depending on how long it takes to do them. I might get 10 in there too. Not really sure. All 4 of these levels, plus, it doesn't count if it's as a spoiler when it's Mario, Yoshi's Safari, right? Yeah, there's a 5th level. Go figure. It's Bowser. Wow, what a surprise. But, yeah, I'm probably going to do 3 here, and then, we'll do a 4th video that'll have the last 2 levels in it. And, yeah, nothing really special going on here. This guy was a pain in the ass. I went through this once before, played all... Did I say that? Let's get way too early in the morning. Yeah, I played through all these levels, and it's... Yeah, just to see what there was. I gotta say, it's actually really disappointing. More of these mole dudes. This was a bad idea. This game is too long to talk about. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm not even controlling anything. I just do this. Jump. Ooh, right click. Wow, exciting. And the bosses in this game really aren't even that hard. And none of it is hard. It's just, don't kill Yoshi. Don't shoot him in the back of the head. That's it. We're done. So, here is, oh yeah, the bosses in this area are no longer the Koopa children. They tend to be bosses that were either actual bosses, like Kamek, I believe his name was, here, or Chargin' Chuck is the next boss I think I come across. The Chargin' Chuck or Boo, Big Boo. So, minor bosses that were never really a big deal before. Kamek was in Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. He was the whole damn point half the time. And he was the mastermind behind all the bosses. That's another game I'm not gonna LP, just like Super Mario World. I love Super Mario World. I love Super Mario World 2. I think they're great games. I'm not gonna LP them. It's been done to death. It's just, if you want to see it done, there are enough videos out there, and a lot of people that can do it better than I can. There are a few people I've seen do this one, as well as Secret of Mana, the other one I'm doing. But, you know, they're just not as common. So, I haven't seen them around as often. Maybe I'm wrong, I just haven't done a lot of research. But I don't see too many RPGs get LP'd because they are very lengthy. And there's just not a whole lot of reason to. RPGs are usually better played than they are watched. But that's a big reason why I wanted to do it as a co-op project too, because that would give... there are times when I'm just kind of sitting here talking about the fact that I have nothing to talk about. And having somebody else there to, you know, just do the whole thing with. They can pull in random shit out of their ass while I'm trying to figure out something to say myself. Now, the boos here I thought were actually kind of cool. They don't work the way they normally do in the Mario games because you have no control over where you can look. But what they do is if you shoot them, they will cover their eyes as if they're, you know, being looked at in the normal hiding stance that they do in all the other Mario games. And they don't turn invisible, they keep going towards you though. But as long as they're closing their eyes and they can't see you, you pretty much walk right through them, as you see there. If you actually hit them, you will gain a coin from it. once again, you have no control over what you run into, so you just have to get the one that's on your path. I'm really quickly realizing that this game is a lot more about competition and getting a high score than it is about actually having fun with the game itself. Solo playthrough, this is nothing. I mean, it would be a lot more fun if I had like an older or younger brother or something like that, you know, we'd either take turns playing it or do something like you know, he'd play it one day and, you know, then the next day I'd put in the same cartridge and I'd try to beat his top score and piss him off or something like that. You know, that'd be fun. That'd be the fun of this game. But this, no, this is boring as hell. I suppose a big factor of it is that I'm clicking everything, not actually shooting a gun at it. So that makes a difference. But that's fine. Oh shit, I missed the thing. If you happen to miss the jump spot on those ones there, you can still save some of your life by just rapidly jumping. And it's really not that hard to do. Yeah, see, even the consequences for completely screwing up the most basic things in this game are not that bad. I think that's one of the problems here, is that you almost can't lose as long as you're sort of awake. I mean, granted, Mario had, like Super Mario World, or any of the Mario games for that matter, you had an immediate consequence for doing something stupid, like falling off a cliff or something like that. You died, and that was it. End of story. You retry from either the beginning of the level or the save point. Here, and I did it once, I'd love to say I died just for the sake of seeing what would happen if I died. I ran out of time fighting Boo on this upcoming boss fight here. It was just because I was doing something stupid. I wasn't actually watching what was going on, and I know, I think I even made a joke about how you're pretty much brain dead if you manage to not beat this game within the time limit given on each level. Yeah, pretty much I had a brain dead moment, I will admit it. I'm not going to make myself look better at this than I really am, because I'm not. I'm just pointing and clicking. But yeah, the point of that story is that I ran out of time on this fight here. It does get slightly more complicated than this, but I ran out of time, and it started me over at the beginning of the fight with full health, and the item that I started the fight with again, even though I had used it in the previous attempt, which I think it's kind of BS. I mean, it's too freaking easy. So the strategy with Boo here, if you haven't figured it out, is to hit him when he's not covering his face. Although you have infinite ammo and his power is not a big deal to get back, just keep shooting him anyway. That way you get the first shot on him as soon as he comes out of that covered up stage, and just keep beating the hell out of him. It's not difficult. I will say those chunks of flying whatever the hell, those are annoying. And this is not the end of the fight. Now I have to fight 3 mini ones. And as far as I can tell, there is a trick to this, but I don't really know what it is. I'm not sure if you have to hit the top guy, or the guy with his tongue hanging out, or if it even matters at all. But this is the part that I screwed up, because I did this whole friggin' fight, and I never did any damage to this thing. It just would not take hits. As you'll see, I shoot them quite a bit. The only time I remember actually doing damage to them is when I hit the one with his tongue sticking out. But I'm not really paying 100% attention to the boos, because I gotta hit these stupid rock things flying around. If this game has a flaw, that would be one of them. Aside from the fact that it's just not that fun. It's a gimmick game. But, yeah, that's one of those things. They give you a mechanic, and they, hypothetically, if that's the mechanic, I could be wrong, but let's say it's, kill the boo with his tongue sticking out, and they make you watch the other side of the screen while that's going on. That's a little difficult to do. And I'm gonna do one more video. Not one more video, one more level. We will do the Charge and Chuck Air, Sky, whatever the hell this is, level. I don't know what it is. It's kind of hard to tell what the environment's supposed to be sometimes. But it's easy to do. We'll get this out of the way. I'm like 10 minutes in at this point, so screw it. I'm not really sure why, but YouTube gave me the ability to upload videos longer than 15 minutes too, which I assume it's standard after you put in like 10 videos or something like that, which I guess, I don't know. Just thought it was cool. So I'm going to take advantage of that in the next Secret of Mana video that we put out, so we can actually have less breaks that happen there. I'll do like a 20-minute long run instead of a 10-minute long run, and it'll hopefully work out a little better. What's really sad, this game is making me want to play Crisis. I've never had a chance to finish that game. It's not because it's too hard or anything, it's just, I get to this one point, I've done it twice now, I've had 2 playthroughs of that game, and something stupid happens. My entire hard drive dies. Very similarly to the way my hard drive died before we started doing these Secret of Mana LPs. So, this computer, same hard drive, it just, like, forgets my operating system. It's really kind of weird. But I have no idea why it happens every time it does. I have some assumptions, but not completely sure. And, yeah. I have to say, I think Charge and Chuck here looks a little bit weird. I didn't expect him to look like this. He has an Asian cartoony anime-ish kind of feel to him, which I didn't expect. It's his eyes. Just something about his eyes. Didn't expect Charge and Chuck to look like that, head on. Every other boss and enemy and stuff like that, they're pretty good. I think they came off pretty well. Charge and Chuck didn't follow through, though, in my opinion. But that's level, I don't know, level whatever. The Float Castle. Sure. So, Mario will